What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. And we are finally ready to unpack this achievement. Like, I completed this a while ago, but I was just waiting for a video to show it off. So we got our Mazda RX-8s, Mazda Speeds, and man, we got so many cars the past couple months. It's essentially like Christmas extended. They were just giving gifts left and right. And you got that CLK, we got the Christmas cars, all the snowflakes, and we bought some cars here and there. And we also have our Mazda Speeds, and we got the Chinese New Year GT500 Super Snake. And man, shout out to this car. Definitely one of the most, for me, definitely an iconic car from the run because of those trailers of the game I watched back on TV. And these are the old Chinese New Year cars. And by the time this video is up, these things won't be in the shop anymore. And I did make a video on them. I think I made a video on them last year. I can't really remember, but I have driven them and they're alright. So we finally are driving the CLK, which I think I made a poll on this car like 2 months ago, so we have a lot to catch up on. So I think this car was an S1, and I downgraded to A-Class because when I got this car, you know, the way I am progressing is I want to go up one class at a time, and if you play well enough, you know that S1, S2, unless if there's a time attack challenge going on, no one races in those lobbies, so there's no point in getting any S-Class cars, which is definitely my preference because I'm not a fan of S-Class. S2 is definitely my least favorite. I'd rather do E-Class than ST racing, I'm not gonna lie. And this car just driving real nice so far. It's a nice car to drive. I don't know where it stacks up in the meta. However, it does drive nice. We're trying to stay in the lead. Let's see if I can close it. You know, my big issue in this game is that even if I have a lead like this, I just cannot close it. And that's something I struggled all these years. And man, just making sure I avoid the traffic. This spot gives me so much PTSD from all the random trucks that are there, and I just slam into them. And this is also a power-up track, so we got caught up by the Capri. I'm pretty sure the Capri is not fast enough on its own to do that. Yeah, there had to be some NOS going on. Like, there is no way, my man. Like, I know I'm driving terribly, but to make that, I never heard of the Capri being this powerful without NOS. I remember back on World Online PL, everyone used the Capri. It was just such a popular car because I'm guessing the NOS was strong. I've never driven it yet. It's actually kind of funny. I've never driven a Capri, and maybe I should. So shout out to Capri for winning. And look at this 135i. This man, like, fully upgrade, which is very interesting. You know, it's stuff you just don't see at all. Now, speaking of stuff that you don't see at all, we have an E-Class drag race. Now, why am I showing an E-Class? I don't even show drag racing, but if you're watching at this point in the video, drag racing is the best way to get money. You don't get XP, that's the downside to it, so there you go. If you want to make money, play on the weekends, drag racing. There's always going to be someone trying to drag race and get money. We're going against a Scion TC, and yeah, the TC is just better. TC is just a faster car, and also that man had a better line. He was inside, so, you know, lanes do make a difference on this game's drag racing tracks. And look at that, we got 50k just for that. Now we are gonna be doing some actual E-Class racing. Now, man, the Fiat Punto. What a car. You know, it's really funny because the last time attack challenge I did, which is probably like, I want to say like 2-3 weeks ago. What am I saying 2-3 weeks ago? It's probably like over a month ago. The last time attack I did with this thing, it was a Metacar. However, on this track, that is not the case, it seems. However, I didn't really know until I did a race with an Integra, the LS. And, you know, I had the LS, that's my starter car. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, the Integra, it's just going to be in the back. Basically forgotten, but it's actually pretty viable. And I never bothered to use it. Yeah, I never bothered to use the Integra. Which is an L on my part. But we are so far just leading the pack. And I did this because I did this for time attack, right? So I did it minimum of like 10 times this race. And for some reason, I mean, it's probably because of the fact I'm not paying attention. Like, I'm really not paying attention. Like, look at this. I made the same mistake so many times, and look, now everyone's just back in the race. And oh, shout out to the 240 over there. That's pretty sick. Yeah, the good old Punto. Also, dang man, like, why am I driving like this? But this actually brings up a good point to what I said earlier. Yeah, this is a lot better than SC Racing. Like, it's kind of crazy. See, the thing is, when you design the tracks for the class, it will work, you know? Because of the fact that this is kind of a track where, you know, you're obviously not so slow. You have to drive at a certain speed. But there's so many turns that, you know, it's not like a straight line, so you won't feel that boring sense of speed. So it's like a good mix of, you know, it's not like a technical track. However, there are a lot of turns, so there is technicality to it. No, actually, you would call this, if this was a faster class race, it is this is a technical track. So scratch everything I said earlier. This is a technical track. And it's just good. Like, it's just, the cars are just made for it. I don't know who made this race event, but they did a really good job because it is really enjoyable. It is so fun. And we're going to have another go at it. Have to use the cash amp. You already know. But we got a little bit of variety going on. I'm kind of confused how I get the starts like this. However, we got a 240. Mr. Draco coming in hot. Now, definitely the one thing about E-Class racing, one thing you'll notice a lot is when the moment you lose a tiny bit of speed, it's over. It's basically over. And turning. Now, this is where controllers have an advantage because you can just turn more without losing much speed. Because of the fact you're on keyboard, you gotta steer all the way, which causes you to lose that speed. And there's been races where I'm neck and neck with someone. Heck, even a man, Dario, in the Punto, like, I raced with him a lot. And there were turns where it's like Dario got the best of me because he was just turning a little less than I was. And definitely if you have a controller, you'll be way better off. That is not Dario. That is someone else. I thought that was Dario for a second. And last time I understeered into the wall. This time I turned it too much into that wall. I never, ever mastered that wall. I don't know why. But I'm having a lot of fun. And this game, man, when I play it, oh, there's Dario. When I play it, I just have so much fun, man. Like, it's unmatched. You know, the other game I've been playing was Tokyo Extreme Racer. Tokyo Extreme Racer is the first modern game, even though it's actually not really modern. It's based off of a 2000s game, but it's the first game that's released this year where I actually played the whole thing. And when the full game comes out, I'm going to be playing that thing a lot. And I still got to make some videos on that game. But apart from that, like, you know, after I played I just got back to this, and this is like, man, I can just never get bored of this game. And it's only just this game, because if I play Most Wanted or Carbon, I don't get that same feeling. But for some reason on World, I do. And I wonder if y'all feel the same. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a good one. Peace.